What's up, y'all? It's your favorite healer, the Alchemist, and I'm here with another blackout reading. Immediately when I started channeling, I heard, "Rock steady, are you ready?" It seems as though something major is happening in your life. Some major changes are coming in. This energy kind of reminds me of the Tower card, and I know the Tower card can be a little scary. And it absolutely is a little chaotic. But the Tower card is about sudden upheaval, sudden changes. But the thing is, this change is absolutely necessary. And the reason why it's feeling so chaotic is because you need to kind of shift your mindset a bit about what is happening, right? Instead of thinking, why is this happening to me? Staying in that woe is me energy, you need to step into the this is happening for me. And this is something that's happening for my greatest good. And it might be uncomfortable and it might hurt. And it might be like I said, it might be painful, kind of like ten of swords energy, that those painful endings, but it's necessary for your soul's growth. I'm also seeing the nine of swords in my mind's eye. You could be spending too much time like overthinking. Maybe you're restless. Maybe you're having some late nights. You can't sleep. These changes are causing you to just kind of overthink. Always remember that overthinking is a form of control. And if you want this tower moment to pass quicker, if you want this tower moment to pass with ease, then you have to step out of that nine of swords energy and kind of, like I said, hop into that energy of this is something that's happening to me. This is something that's happening for my highest good. These changes are happening right on time. If the divine didn't come through and do something and cause this tower moment, then you would have been staying stuck in cycles that you no longer need to be in. Sometimes when we refuse to move, God will move us. You've been refusing for too long. You've been avoiding change for too long. And now, rock steady, are you ready? Because the changes are here, the changes are coming. Change can absolutely be scary sometimes. The unknown is scary, period. And there's no way of really truly knowing every single little thing, right? You're not God, you're not omniscient, you don't know everything. But that's kind of what makes life so magical, is not knowing all the ins and outs. And again, like I said, that overthinking energy is you trying to kind of have some type of control over what's going on, right? You want to know everything. You can't know everything, right? Some things are just best left unsaid. Let the magic unfold. You need to step into your divine feminine energy, and divine feminine energy, you don't need to be feminine or masculine. It's just energy. But divine feminine energy is about being receptive. It's about being open. It's opening up your heart. It's having faith. It's trust. Trusting in the divine plan, right? There's always something greater at play for us. Something's always being worked out behind the scenes, right? You need to simply just allow yourself to just be. Allow yourself to just exist and allow joy to flow. Allow love to flow. Okay? You don't need a concrete reason to be joyful. You can be joyful for no reason at all. In fact, that's literally the definition of joy, is to just be happy for no reason at all. I live by the whole change your mindset, change your life motto, because literally that's literally all it takes. And I talk about this a lot. Is just that perspective shift, that going from can't believe this is happening, and also taking accountability, right? Like, obviously there's things that are absolutely outside of our control, but there's things that you can control, your mindset being one of them, but also just your own actions. You need to take accountability for the things that you've done. Some of us have problems that are absolutely self-created and absolutely could have been avoided had we stopped self-sabotaging, stopped abandoning ourselves. Now, granted, these things like self-abandonment and self-worth and things like that, those are tied to childhood issues mainly, right? However, comma, again, you are responsible for healing these things. It's not enough to just acknowledge it. It's not enough to just be like, I'm acknowledging the fact that I have childhood trauma, but then I'm sitting back and I'm doing nothing about it. It's literally just like going to therapy and not applying any of the practical tools to your life. You're just going and you're using it as like a, I don't know, a fucking vent session. Therapy's not a vent session, babe. Therapists give you actual tools so you can live a better life. And if you're not applying what you're learning in therapy, then you're wasting your time, you're wasting the therapist's time. It's too easy to deflect. It's too easy to blame shift. It's too easy to do these things. It's hard to actually do the work that it takes to actually take accountability for ourselves. In 2026, you need to start moving like this year is yours, because it is. You literally, like I always say, you are the creator of your life. How do you want to live your life? Life is quite literally, as cliche as it sounds, it is what you make it. And I understand that things are hard. I understand that things are chaotic. I understand that the Tower card could also feel like the Ten of Swords, right? Very painful endings, uncomfortable. But this discomfort is what is going to allow you to grow. Painful endings lead to beautiful new beginnings. Painful endings lead to beautiful new beginnings, and that is exactly where you are headed. You just have to have faith, you have to trust, you have to be receptive, you have to open your heart to receive. You have to take accountability. You have to take a look in the mirror. You have to get in your hermit energy, right? Do some introspection. Take a look in the mirror and be like, what can I do differently? How can I show up differently? It's funny because in the new year, right, people are always talking about resolutions and, oh, I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to do that differently. Do it now. Do it today. And I think I've spoken on this before too. Like, what are we waiting for? Why are we waiting for, oh, I'm not going to start this on Saturday. I'll wait till Monday. Why? The days of the week are fucking made up. Time is a fucking social construct. This shit is made the fuck up. Do the thing and do it now. No, there's no better time than right now. What John Cena say, the time is now. Like, the time is now to choose differently. The time is now to show up for yourself. There's some people here that keep saying they want different, but again, like I said, like the therapy example I used, like you're saying one thing, but you're not showing up in the way that you should be showing up if you want these things, right? You have to take care of yourself. I'm pretty sure I said this in the last video. You have to show up for yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You can't keep abandoning yourself. We're not doing that in 2026. And for, those that really don't celebrate the whole New Year thing, and really see it more so as something in the spring, which I totally agree with, because how are things new when everything is dead? It's winter. But anyway, I'm not here to like rain on anyone's parade or anything. You do what the fuck you want to do. You live your life how you want to live your life. If you want to celebrate New Year, great. If you don't, great too. Like, it's whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, the bottom line of it is time is made the fuck up. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do, you need to just do it. That's why this tower moment is happening. Maybe for some of you, it doesn't really feel like a quote unquote tower moment. Maybe it doesn't feel chaotic, but it's just something is happening and it's just like, whoa, it's kind of abrupt and it just came out of quote unquote nowhere, but it didn't actually come out of nowhere because, like I said, everything's constantly happening behind the scenes. And your job is to simply get in alignment. Align yourself. That's it. There's enough work that's been done. I feel like I got this download for, I can't remember which zodiac sign group it was. But yeah, like it's like the work has been done. You've done more than enough work. Now it's time to sit back, rest, and receive. Rest is productive. I cannot stress that enough. let's stop referring to it as bed rotting, because you're not bed rotting, you're just resting. And we live in a hustle bustle culture, so it's like, if you're not doing this, if you're not doing that, then you ain't being productive, you ain't doing nothing. How'd you spend your day? We got the same 24 hours, which is some bullshit, right? Not everyone has the same 24 hours. My 24 hours looks completely different from someone that's like a single parent that works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. No, but seriously, but my my reality is gonna look different from theirs, right? My reality is gonna look different from someone that has to take a bus or someone that has to use public transport. My reality is gonna look different from a fucking doctor. Like, me and a doctor don't have the same day. They're doing way more work than I am and working way more hours than I am. I only work for 8 hours a day. But anyways, that's my point. My point being that no one's days look the same shit. Even your own days, like even you yourself, like your Monday might not look like how your freaking Thursday looks. Like, that's just the reality of the world that we live in. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So yes, rest is absolutely productive. You need to master how to rest without feeling guilt. There are times to take action. There are times where it's time for us to sit back and receive. And I feel like this is your receiving season. I feel like this is the season where you need to be receptive. This is the season where you've already done enough work. And now it is time to walk into your abundance. It is time for you to let go of control. It is time for you to stop overthinking. It is time for you to have faith, let go, and let God. Because something major is happening. Something major is coming in. Major changes are taking place. You need to get ready. You need to buckle up, and you need to be prepared, because whether you like it or not, it's happening and it's coming kind of fast. Anyway, I hope that message resonated with you. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If it didn't, then maybe the next one will be for you. And as always, happy healing.